Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this third week of July 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in the future? 3 cards for Aquarius. How is Aquarius feeling first of all? The Death card, Major Arcana, Scorpius transition. Okay, so this is about closing out a cycle and becoming optimistic for the future. Okay, the Death card. Let's get the mythological story behind this. And let's have a spray of water. Give me that water. Oh my god, that was too good. Let's do the feet. Oh, my feet are swollen. It's not an age thing either, like that happened when I was like 21 in Italy. What am I looking for? The Death. The Death card. Okay, so Scorpius constellation. In Greek mythology, this constellation is linked with the scorpion that stung Orion, the hunter to death. In one version, Orion tried to abuse the goddess Artemis. She sent a scorpion to sting him. In another version, the earth goddess Gaia sent the scorpion after Orion bragged that he could defeat any wild beast. The scorpion was put in the sky as a reminder of Orion's arrogance. Orion and Scorpius constellations are placed in the sky opposite each other, and it is said that Orion is running away as it sets from his... That doesn't make sense, does it? As it sets from his conqueror. Oh, yeah. So as, like, the star sets. Scorpius, who is rising. Yeah. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of the underworld and destruction. Scorpio is a passionate water sign linked with death and its regenerative energy that digs deep to reveal what's beneath the surface. Like the Death card, Scorpio asks you to look past death as you know it and concentrate on your ability to transition and rise stronger with a new version of yourself. The old habits are hindering your progress. Embrace the change and free yourself. Free yourself. See, that's worth reading out though, isn't it? Because there's more to it than what you can say in like a few words. I love this Star Brights tarot. This is brand new, just for you guys today. And the essential oils is brand new as well. I've been practicing what I preach as well. I've been putting, because my Taurus one said I should have essential oil of orange. I put some in my humidifier before and it smelled really nice. Put some moisture back in the air because it's so dry. Oh, it smelled really nice as well. Uplifting. Right, so we got the Tower, and then I'll have a look at that one because that was like loose on the top. Right, so you are busy trying to stop the tower from falling. I think you're doing it because you're anxious, okay? So we're dropping the anxiety and we're trying to push the tower back up, but you know this tower needs to fall, right? Let's get the story behind the tower, come on. When the tower's reversed, it's fear of change, delaying the unavoidable, okay? Trying to prevent disaster. Cani Minor constellation is a small constellation in the northern sky. Its name is Latin, meaning lesser dog. Cani Minor is associated with one of the dogs that followed Orion, the hunter, but in another myth, this constellation is said to be Mira, the faithful dog of Icarus. He was an Athenian man who received the god Dionysus when he arrived in Attica. Dionysus taught Icarus how to make wine. When Icarus shared his wine with some shepherds who had never had wine before, they quickly became drunk and thought that Icarus had poisoned them. They killed... I remember playing this on Assassin's Creed. Sorry, but I'm a nerd. I love like Greek mythology, and I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey because it's all of these like Greek myths played out. Let's go back. They killed Icarus because of this. Mira ran to Icarus's daughter, Erigone, and led her to his body. The dog and the daughter were deeply sad and shocked about what had happened. Like the tower card, Icarus thought he was among people who trusted him, and he could trust and celebrate with them, never expecting what would happen. Erigone hanged herself... Sorry about that, it's a trigger. Hanged herself in a tree near her father's body, and Mira the dog is said to have drowned. Zeus or Dionysus then place their images in the sky. Unexpected things can happen in your life that break you, but you eventually recover and become stronger. Don't give up. Don't give up, Aquarius, okay? There's something really major happening with you right now, and you need to accept the change and adapt to it, okay? It's unavoidable. Yeah, so feeling defeated. You see, when this is upright, the Seven of Wands is a competitive energy. It's defensive, it's competitive. It's like, I'm determined to keep the high ground. I didn't think anyone was chatting on the chat, right, because it was scrolled up, and then I've just scrolled down, there's like millions of chats. I'm so sorry if you've been like talking to me. I think you're feeling really defeated, to be honest, without reading too much into that. It's just, there's the end of a cycle and you're not happy about it like at all. It's really something you would like to avoid, but you can't. The tower's falling. Who's on your mind? Who's showing up for you? Someone you're thinking about or currently dealing with or manifesting in the future, who's coming in for Aquarius? Who is Aquarius thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? It could be the person that you're separating from, or it could be someone else that you're thinking about. I don't know. Let's see. got the full moon and the Magician reversed. Right, so the full moon is a card of instinct, intuition, high emotion. Reflection. The Magician is someone who feels called to act, okay? And they have all the tools to succeed. They have all 4 aces, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords. This is about willpower, okay? And having the will to succeed, using your intuition, following your instincts, okay? Seeing what's hidden, what's in the dark, using your instincts, trusting that you're going to win, asking the gods to help you to win. This person's lost all sense of, like, they feel really disconnected and they feel like they haven't got the tools to succeed. They're feeling pessimistic. Okay, so let's get the story behind the Magician, just to give it a bit more depth. Right, the Aura constellation altars are where people manifest their intentions and desires and manipulate energy, tools, and elements to get what they want. It's also where you can offer gifts to the gods, either to please them or to hope they will help you with your issues or wishes. Like the Magician card, the altar will manifest your wishes into reality. Ara was a unique altar because the gods themselves used it. One of the most important Greek myths was the War of the Titans. The clash was between Zeus and Cronus and other titans that ruled the universe. This was a crucial battle, so before it happened, Zeus and his allies set up an altar and vowed in front of it, manifesting their intentions to defeat Cronus. They have the power and the resources to make it possible, and that's what the Magician card is about. Connect with the divine, speak clearly and confidently about what you want. Use your energy, skills, and tools and take action to make your dreams come true. That's you manifesting. After Zeus's victory, he placed the altar in the sky as aura in gratitude for beating Cronus. When it's reversed, it's like, okay, so it can be poor planning, lack of clarity, wasted talent, someone that's just given up. It could also be deception, illusion, manipulation. I think this person given up, honestly, because the full moon's like a loss of energy, a loss of emotion. I'm not answering individual questions, sorry. I know when I scrolled up, people have been asking them, but I didn't do that. I do collective readings by zodiac sign, so you watch your sign or the sign of your person. There's a narrative going on in everyone's lives, okay, so you have to follow the narrative. It's not always a case of just saying, will this person be with me, will this person marry me, like, because that's in one moment, isn't it? That's just one moment in time. But how people feel today will be different to yesterday, will be different to 6 months ago, 6 years ago, 6 decades ago, like, because everything's constantly changing. So you need to follow the narrative of what's going on with them. It's a long-term thing. And people will feel differently tomorrow. Remember that. Okay, the Fool reversed. This person's like, no, I'm not moving. I'm stuck. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have the tools to succeed. They do, okay? But they've lost hope. Doves are innocent, okay? They just do whatever in peace. Like, go forwards because they've got no reason to doubt themselves. They don't believe that there's anything bad going to happen. Let's get the story behind this one, because I've already alluded to it. The Fool. Okay, so Columba constellation. Columba means dove in Latin and represents a white bird. Doves symbolise peace, innocence, and hope, traits you can find in the Fool card. The white rose also emphasises the idea of purity, youthfulness, and freedom. In Greek mythology, Jason and the Argonauts went on a journey to find a golden fleece without worrying about the dangers they might find. In a crucial moment of their journey, they sent a dove to fly between a pair of clashing rocks, the Symplegades, to ensure they could pass it through. When the dove made it through, it gave the Argonauts hope and confidence to venture over the rocks and continue their journey. Like the dove that flew into the unknown without even looking at the risk it was taking when crossing the rocks. Take courage, trust the universe, and that everything will be fine, and you will prosper in this new adventure. The innocence of the dove made it possible to continue the journey to find a golden fleece, so it's okay to be innocent and go without fear when faced with new things. Okay, so this person's fear is holding them back. They believe that something bad's going to happen. They don't believe that they will be successful. You know, something's going to go wrong. I do readings. I do health readings, work. I do love. I do relocations, business investments, anything you want, really. I've got like, you know, this book that's like ultimate tarot spreads, which has got like hundreds of spreads. I tend to do love, but I had a friend ask about a business investment and what kind of property she should invest in, and she said it was really good advice. So, par excellence was the term that she used. Yeah, this essential oils healing deck is new today, and so is the Star Brights tarot deck, and I'm loving them. Absolutely loving them. Right, so your person, the one that's on your mind, or the one you're dealing with or manifesting in, Aquarius, has got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so sudden clarity, the truth, revelation, confession. What was foggy isn't anymore. Okay, they're starting to get clarity. They were too afraid to even try before. I mean, if you watch Tyler Henry, Hollywood psychic medium, you know, he says that people that have passed away, they're by your side and like they can see the future. So a medium can get answers about the future. What I do is I ask spirit to pull out cards and then I interpret the cards. Okay, so I can't see the future, but technically we're getting hints towards what's to come, and advice from, I mean, the spirit's made up of people that you know that have passed away and people that you don't know that have passed away. You have like a whole spirit team. If you want to read about it, there's a really good book that explains it in a much better way than I do. It's A Beginner's Guide to the Four Psychic Clairsenses by Kevin Hunter. And most people have got these abilities. There's clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, and clairsentience. Okay, and then it tells you about each of the 7 chakras at the back and which angels to ask for help and what the chakras represent, each one of them, how they work. I read it in a few days on holiday, to be honest. Like, it's not a difficult read. It's really, really easy reading. Quite big text. And it just explains, like, the different clair senses and examples, you know, of what everyone's apparently got. At least 2 clair senses. You may have more though. But yeah, it's got all the chakras, the angels, and it sort of explains, like, you know, the spirit team and everything. Like, that's who's like sort of giving hints and tips. But I'm more like trying to help people make sense of what's happened and why, and how to move out of certain cycles, like karmic cycles, or teach about karmic lessons, different kinds of relationships and connections that you might be having and why. It's not like I can predict lottery numbers or outcomes of stuff, but I can show you how other people are sort of feeling because of the cards that are selected for me. Does that make sense? I can't 100% explain it, but I know it's a thing. Okay, the High Priestess is reversed here. So in the outcome, intuition is cloudy. Okay, someone's really struggling to connect, and it seems like there's pessimism on both sides here, but I still don't really get the vibe of, like, yeah, this person's not showing up as like a page, a knight, a king, a queen. I don't think that you and this person are involved. I think this is, it's either someone from your past or someone in the future. I don't think this is the person that you're dealing with, but let's continue and see what else comes out, and I'll get the meaning of the High Priestess card. If you can see like visual entities, that's clairvoyance. When you're a voyeur, you view stuff, right? So clairvoyance is seeing entities. Someone that does that is Edgar Mendes. He reads like so differently to others because he gets messages from those entities that are around him. I'm sure one's in like the form of a dragon, and like other ones aren't really anything you could relate it to. But yeah, he's really cool to watch. He just reads dead different to anyone else. I don't know, it's cool. Edgar Mendes, his name is. The 5 of Pentacles reversed. God, this is depressing. Someone's lost all hope. Okay, they're feeling a lack of investment, of money, time, or energy from others. Taurus energy. Let's get one more. It looks pretty abysmal on both sides, to be honest. Like, someone can't manifest and someone can't, like, accept that something's over. Like, Eight of Pentacles reverse, lack of growth and expansion. 10 of Pentacles, prosperity. 10 of Pentacles is upright. That's in the outcome. What on earth? This is more of a stubborn energy, like, no, this is not going to end. I don't want it to. And then this is like, what's the point in trying for something, you know, in the future? Like, they're holding themselves back, they're being their own worst. You're both being your own worst enemies. It's like you won't let go of something and they won't start something new. Let's get the High Priestess card. I know what it means. I just want it's to do with like using your intuition, but I want like the Greek myth behind it. Well, I don't think there's a myth attached, but it's the astrological meaning of the links. You know what Tyler Henry does, the Hollywood psychic medium? He does like look for people's... He can't give specifics, but he can get messages from loved ones that have passed away that are in your presence about like your future career or your future love life. They can see the future. They also have an ego death, so like any hang-ups that they previously had, say like if someone didn't agree with the fact you were gay or something, like they wouldn't care about that once they've passed away. They have an ego death. Okay, Lynx comes from a term meaning light and lunar associated with the divine lunar energies. Lynx is a wild cat known for its incredible eyesight, independence, insight, and beauty. It can find any prey from a very far distance. That's why astronomer Hevelius linked it to a group of fainted stars, because it would require the eyesight of a lynx to be able to observe these stars. This mysterious animal can sense things and see through whatever is hidden. In shamanism, it represents the keeper of secrets. Some call the lynx the silent witness because it has incredible night vision, remarkable hearing, and outstanding instincts. The lynx's large ears suggest heightened psychic senses, particularly the ability for clairaudience. Like the High Priestess card, use your intuition to guide you through the unseen like a lynx. It is time to develop your natural psychic abilities and expand your mind. So when it's reversed, someone's like struggling with their intuition, they're secretive, they got a lack of self-belief, they're blocked, they have huge doubts, imbalance. Oh, it feels so hot. Should I open this window? I think the light's moved around now. Give me some air. Oh, right. I feel like the water's making me more thirsty. Where's that? This person, they believe that they're not going to get to the Ten of Pentacles. Or to word that better, to phrase that better, they don't believe they're ever going to get to the Ten of Pentacles. They don't think they're going to be able to partner with another person. They think they've got to do it all themselves. They don't think they've got what it takes. They don't think they have what it, requires to put themselves forward, which is a shame. Let's clarify. Why have they got the Magician reversed? What's made them come to this conclusion? Okay, they've been treated like a conquest, people have slept with them and then moved on. Disregarded their feelings, not wanting to build with them. Not saying every person has disregarded them or not wanted to build, but they may have had a few duds recently. Distant, so far away, physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. So there was someone that they cared about that became distant with them. This person has a secret past, okay? So they have a lot of experience when it comes to all kinds of personalities, okay? All kinds of characters. They are not naive, okay? They're not sheltered. They've lived a life. There's things that have happened to them that they haven't told you about, okay? Hi, welcome in. Oh, that's the end of these. Okay, let's get these ones. They can't be an innocent dove, okay, because they've been crushed between the rocks. They've fallen, they've taken a leap of faith and, fallen flat. So they don't have that naive, youthful, optimistic kind of vibe about them anymore. They can't do because they know too much, right? Inner compass, trust your instincts to lead you in the right direction. Well, they don't. They feel like they've picked badly or they've trusted the wrong people. They don't want to trust their own instincts anymore. Ooh, copycat running away. What's this? I don't really understand the copycat card. Is that when someone's like single white femaling you and they're like trying to adopt your life? They're trying to like be you. They're used to people running away, people that are just there for like a good time, not a long time with that conquest card. Maybe they feel like a copycat, maybe they feel like they're trying to be like other people, or they just feel like other people are copycats. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. Maybe that's who the duds were, you know, people that were just pretenders. Let's get an unspoken truth. You gave me the sweetest dream and the hardest reality. Oh my God, that's not nice. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? Why won't it let us be together? This person is being shown like glimmers of things that look nice, that look like the Ten of Pentacles, and then it's become like, you know, that it was just an illusion. They feel like they got close to it at times and then, you know, it just like turned to nothing. No wonder they feel like giving up. You wouldn't trust yourself. Everything's smoke and mirrors. You know, between all the liars and the pretenders, the users, the ones that just didn't work out with for whatever reason, you know, it gets tough, doesn't it, to stay optimistic. How do you stay optimistic when it keeps going left field? When is this person going to come into contact with Aquarius then? I don't understand when this person's going to come into contact, because if you're both feeling hopeless, December. So December could be an important time. Christmas time, New Year. It's when we have like family time. We feel nostalgic. The Christmas lights go up. It's a time of like coming together, time for peace, goodwill. I really want to know what the tower is that you're trying to start with. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to try and clarify your tower card. Why has Aquarius got the tower? Give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. Sexuality, someone's still figuring themselves out. It's something to do with sexuality. It doesn't necessarily mean your sexual orientation, but it can mean like, when you basically become celibate because the other person's not interested in sex anymore. Like if you've still got sex drive, it's really difficult to sort of like give up on that part of your life. Can make you feel really, really bad about yourself as well. Make you feel distant from your partner. Something about divine timing here. You're supposed to let the tower fall. December's an important month. And there's someone showing up in your reading that wants to invest, okay? They want to work together with another person to build the Ten of Pentacles. There's so many pentacles here. They could be between jobs or struggling for money for some reason at the moment, which is why they're not offering themselves up to anyone. But also they've just had loads of stuff happen like previously. So I did Aries and Taurus this morning. If you just click on the, if you come out of this live, go to the lives playlist, the last live that I did, and it's got timestamps as well, which I like never do, but it's got timestamps on. So you'll see Aries and Taurus. It's got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. I did... Sorry. Yeah, it's in the title, but it's the live before the last one. I did Libra. And then I had my dinner. You're welcome. God, it's getting dark. It doesn't look dark on the camera, but it's like dark in here. To me. Let's get you some advice, Aquarius. Yes, please, Dad. Cultivate stillness. When things are feeling crazy, when things are feeling too much, okay, too high frequency, you're gonna need to like find a way to calm yourself down, Aquarius, okay? And this person needs to as well. It might be just the right time over the summer. You know, you don't have to be busy when it's hot. You can slow down. You can find a way to adapt to a new routine or get out of the routine, you know, adjust to these different weather conditions, like find a way. Like I was considering getting a book out earlier. Do you know what I mean? It's like one thing the hot weather does is it gives you like holiday climate in your own back garden, doesn't it? And it's like things that I would never normally consider, I'm starting to consider. Do you know what I mean? And it's like just find things to do to cultivate some stillness, slow it down, okay, get grounded, try to adjust to this different pace and get used to it. Let's get an essential oil that's going to be useful to you. Because you can, you know, the beauty of 2025 is you can order anything you want, provided you've got stable circumstances. But you know what, access to stuff is fantastic. It's the best it's ever been. This is coming out so much. Okay, so we've got orange. Elevates and invigorates. Okay. And then you've got cinnamon, protects and regulates. So both of those can be obviously in a dish where they would go really well together, wouldn't they? Cinnamon and orange. You can have supplements of cinnamon, supplements of orange. You can have things topical on your hands, you know, like a nice moisturizer or hand cream. or you can have it in your diffuser, you know, during the day to add some humidity if the air's gone really dry. It helps anyone with inflammation or, you know, asthma, things like that, breathing conditions, anxiety. It's nice when you're in bed to put something like a diffuser on as well. It's just like, it's something extra. It's not luxury, it's well-being. It's treating yourself to something that isn't toxic, you know, like it's a nice habit, it's a nice bedtime routine. So consider some stuff like that for your well-being. Let's get some positive affirmations. I am surrounded by beauty, love, and abundance. Now, that is for both of you, okay? The cross watcher as well, because look what we've got here. All these cards of pentacles. All this concern of a lack of wealth, a lack of security. It's not good for the brain to be like thinking that way. It's so pessimistic. I am surrounded by beauty, love, and abundance. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading there, Aquarius. Take care. I hope this reading resonates. I hope you liked it, that it was entertaining. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. It's a year old as of a few days ago. A lot of work goes into it, so if you could show your appreciation, that will keep me going. Thank you. Thanks. And then on to Pisces. I'm going to have to put a light on, because I won't be able to read anything on the cards. It looks light on the phone, but it's not. It's really dark in here.